the heartwarming story of Little Rabbit jumping in the forest. In the carrot field at the edge of the forest lived a little rabbit named Tiao Tiao. It is covered with snow-white down, as if wrapped in a layer of freshly fallen snowflakes. The tips of its long ears are still tinged with a light pink color. When it runs, its ears bounce back and forth. With a gentle push of its hind legs, it can jump far away, and even the wind can't catch up with it. Tiao Tiao not only runs fast, but is also very enthusiastic. It always likes to run errands for its friends in the forest. Everyone calls it Forest Messenger. One early morning, Tiao Tiao had just pulled out a sweet carrot in the field for breakfast when she suddenly heard a soft woo sound. It was Kiyuki, the little hedgehog that had just moved to the forest. It wanted to send a fresh wild strawberry to its grandma far away, but it didn't know the way to her grandma's house and was afraid that its spits might prick other small animals, so it didn't dare to ask for directions casually. Teo quickly put down the carrot and jumped to Kuki's side. "Don't be afraid. I'll take you there. I know the way." It walked ahead, helping Kuki push away the small branches blocking the way, and from time to time stopped to wait for Kiyuki, fearing that it might not keep up. On the way, they came across a small stream. Tiao Tiao also found a big lotus leaf and asked Kuki to sit on it. She pushed the lotus leaf across the stream herself. It wasn't long before we arrived at Kiwi's grandma's home. Kiyuki was holding wild strawberries and waved her little paws at Tiao Tiao, saying, "Thank you, Tiao Tiao. Your ears are more prominent than a little flag. I never got lost following you." In the morning, Tiao Tiao was jumping around the dandelion bushes in the forest when he saw the little squirrel, Lele, squatting on a branch. Worried its little cloth bag was broken and the freshly picked pine nuts were scattered all over the ground. If they were blown away by the wind, there would be no food to eat in winter. Tiao Tiao quickly jumped over and used her soft down to catch the scattered pine nuts. She also lent Lely the small basket she used to hold carrots, saying, "Let's use my basket first. My basket was woven by my mother. It's so sturdy." Lely put the pine nuts into the small basket and specially picked the biggest one to give to Tiao Tiao. "This is for you as a snack. Your basket is much more useful than my cloth bag." At noon, the sun was scorching hot. Tiao Tiao noticed that the little sparrow Choo Choo, which had just learned to fly, had its wings withered from the sun and couldn't fly when it landed on the grass. It was so anxious that it made a chirp sound. Tiao Tiao quickly jumped to Shoo Shoo's side and blocked the sunlight with her big ears, like opening two small white umbrellas. It also pulled out a dewy carrot from the field, squeezed out the sweet juice and fed it to Shoo Shoo to drink. Shoo Shoo drank the carrot juice and gradually regained her strength. She flapped her wings at Tiao and said, "Thank you, Tiao. Your ears are cooler than leaves." In the evening, dark clouds suddenly drifted from the sky, and it seemed that it was about to rain. Tiao Tiao remembered that the little ants Guagu were still carrying breadcrumbs on the distant hillside. He quickly jumped over and made a zizzy sound to them. He had learned the sounds of ants, reminding them to go home quickly. He also helped the fruits carry the breadcrumbs into his small basket and sent them back to the ant nest. Guagua shook its antennae at Tiao Tiao and put a small piece of breadcrumbs in Tiao Tiao's basket, as if giving it a small gift. When the setting sun dyed the forest orange-red, Tiao Tiao sat in the carrot field, surrounded by QQ, Lala and Shu Ju, sharing carrots, pine nuts and wild strawberries. Tiao Tiao bit into the sweet carrot, looking at her friends' smiling faces. Her ears swayed gently, and her heart felt warm. It suddenly felt that running fast was not just for jumping and playing, but also to help everyone deliver things, shield from the sun and pass on messages. It was much happier than eating carrots alone. It turns out that even a tiny rabbit can, with its enthusiasm and speed, become a little sun in the forest, bringing warmth and safety to every friend. When the moon rose, Tiao Tiao was still bouncing along the path by the field. The snow-white fluff gently sparkled in the moonlight, like a moving little cotton ball. The night in the forest is quiet, with only the chirping of insects and the soft footsteps of Tiao Tiao. Because of Tiao Tiao, this forest has become more and more lively and warmer. Such days are sweeter than sweet carrots and more comfortable than soft down.